And here we go. Prinkey was really aggressive off the start there. Looking to get a possible trip. Couldn't tell what he was going for there.
Yeah, the 133 sophomore Mason.
Oh, head and arm from RBY. 15 seconds in.
What an excellent move there as RBY is looking for
his swipes. Gets his two.
Gets the 2 near fall points there. Excellent, excellent move from RBY.
That was making up for Gary Steen's head and arm. It was out of bounds, except this one counted. What a takedown to start the match from RBY. Oh, my goodness. Shot, stuffed, reshot. Even on the high cross to low single. Looking for a trip, pulling the leg in. RBY heavy on the hips. Gets his two.
Gonna look to turn him here.
Looking for a possible tilt or as well as a gable. He's heavy on top here. Already 6-1, a minute into the match. Working in that center of the mat. Towards the right side now. RBY looking for a claw lift here. And out of bounds.
Nothing really Mason Prinkey can do there. The Clarion Golden Eagles just trying to run out of bounds there and gets it out of desperation.
Yeah, Mason Prinkey's already on survival mode about a minute and 23 seconds into this match. RBY heavy on top, tight waist, far ankle, breaks him back down. RBY looking to get a gable here.
Trying to get more near fall points, maybe even
he
a
has
fall.
His tilt. Getting his swipes here. Gets his two, doesn't get the full swipes. Got some back points, 8-1. Minute 20 to go, minute plus riding time. Working in the center of the mat again. There's an escape. And Prinkey now at 2 points.
Mason Prinkey back on Friday versus West Virginia got the 7-5 sudden victory win and broke a 5-duel losing streak, but a tall task against the number 133 in the country.
And the 2-time NCAA champ. RBY has a career record of 92-9, by the way.
Just absolute insanity. How can someone be that good?
Stellar. I know someone that's better. Our head coach had a stellar record of, looking for a suicide. Looked like almost a suicide tilt.
Gets right back
Loses
on.
it, gets back up, and gets his reversal. 10-2, 30 seconds to go here in the first. RBY with a technical masterclass here to start off this match. And his last match at home. Bravo Young looking for a possible cradle on the right side. Heavy on top. Short time to go here. Minute 30 plus riding time. Looks like Bravo Young is just going to hold him down here.
Just an excellent first period right there from RBY as we're heading into this second. 2 minutes on the clock. 1:45 of riding time.
And if the match ends at this result, it ought to be a major as well. I think RBY wants more than that in his last home match. Bravo Young looking for that right overhook. Shot, double, gets the two. What a nasty double leg from Roman Bravo Young.
Just
20 seconds into the second.
Absolute insane aggression right there from RBY. Lets Mason Prinkey get up for the escape point.
That was absolutely flawless. Crowd getting into it here, chanting RBY.
Wraps around another takedown.
Looks like he's going to cut him. Mat return out of bounds. And 14-3 with almost 2 minutes of riding time and a minute left in this duel. This bout, excuse me. 14-3 here. RBY lets him up.
Using that strategy of just letting him up.
14-4 after Prinkey gets his escape.
As RBY just keeps letting Prinkey up, he's going to just look for more takedowns, maybe try and get the tech fall here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, another head and arm again.
There it is.
Gets his two. 16-4. You know, I think Gary Steen gave a little inspiration with that head and arm. Oh, my goodness. The timing does not get any better on that move. That's a Hail Mary and a 5-point move right there. RBY looking to get the fall.
Gonna turn him. Prinkey. Oh,
and he gets the pin. Roman Bravo Young in his last home match at Penn State wins in style with the pin against Mason Prinkey.
What a way for RBY to end his rec hall career here at Penn State. Looked like Prinkey got the right shoulder blade up for a second, but the ref calls the pin.
Wow, all started from that head and arm. Crowd on its feet here.
As his teammates take him away, back into the locker room, gets carried off victory style here at Rec Hall. Worthing ending the season last year at 18-9, coming off of a 13-9 loss at West Virginia on Friday. Carter Starocci are going to be the toughest task he's had all season long.
Starocci's deep on that right side overhook from the collar tie. Now front headlock here for Worthing. Worthing's deep on that front headlock, and a stalemate is called right off the jump. 20 seconds in, 0-0. Starocci patient here. Just heavy hands in the center of the mat. Nothing yet. Snaps him down on that front headlock. Starocci looking to possibly get a slide by here. Possible knee slide from it. Looking to get behind to get his 2. Gets the reversal. First takedown of the match goes to Starocci. 2-0, minute in. And let the riding time commence. Starocci looking for the same tilt that you saw RBY run earlier.
Starocci getting that takedown here. In Starocci's last 2 matches, he's had 11 takedowns in total.
Ooh. That takes some pretty good conditioning, if you ask me. Back to the center of the mat. Shot from Worthing, stuff from a quick sprawl from Starocci. Nothing. Minute 20 to go. Starocci looking to score off that, and he does. It'll make it 4-1. Cuts him, lets him back up, gets the escape 4-2. Back to the center of the mat. Starocci with the shot. Possible low single into a double. Gets the 2. Flawless from that one.
Starocci constantly letting Worthing up here. Maybe just going for the strategy of takedown and escape until he gets a tech fall win.
Yeah, takedown and cut is what they would reference that one as. Oh, gets another one. Gets his 2 off another double leg for Starocci. Gets deep in on that double. There's nothing he can do to stop, not even a sprawl. Looking for some swipes here. Possible fall. Starocci's got a leg lock in.
Holding down Worthing here.
Looking to get that fall. Already got his full count. It's now 8-3, 30 seconds to go. Starocci heavy on top.
A lot of squirming from Worthing here.
Oh, he's deep in on that half.
Got to be careful to not go out of bounds.
Gets the full count. Making it 12-3, 15 to go.
Nothing John Worthing can do here, having the number 1, 174 right on top of him. Trying to get an out-of-bounds whistle, and he'll get it.
Starocci completely controlling the pace of this match so far. Short time here, 4 seconds to go.
Absolute domination from Carter Starocci.
Would expect nothing less of an NCAA champion. Wrestling like a true champ. Get some more riding time for that. End of the first, 12-3 going into the second.
Gonna await the decision here.
And as you know, first period for wrestling is 3 minutes in NCAA and 2 minutes for the second and the third. Just makes control the pace of matches. And you see NCAA champs love to come out in the first period and guns blazing.
Just set the pace, set the tone, get a very quick and big lead here.
It was a nice trip mat return for Worthing there. Starocci trying to get back up to his feet. Gets up. Gets his escape. 13-3. Starocci not even at the hands up, just meeting at the center of the mat. No tie here. Shot. Stuffed. That shot by Worthing was choreographed from a long, long place away. Especially when they those drop step on those shots that you can't tell. It's just easy to catch.
Starocci just with a great reach in right there. Effortless.
Looking to finish his high crotch now in a low single. Now working to the body. Worthing holding on to that body lock, trying to not give up the 2, hoping for another stalemate on bottom.
Ref signaling no points given to either person here. And we'll get that stalemate whistle.
Now 40 seconds to go in this 174-pound bout. Minute plus riding time for Starocci. Back in the center of the mat. Shot. A nice single leg. Still deep on that sprawl. Back into a similar situation and gets his 2. He was really deep in on that single leg. Especially that high C was absolutely flawless.
Carter Starocci just getting Worthing in the exact same position there before the stalemate whistle. Now looking for near fall swipes.
Getting his count here.
Had the fall for a second.
Crowd wants a fall here. If Starocci can just pick up his head here and get that fall, he's deep in on that neck bridge.
Starocci trying to shift his body weight here. Nothing
That'll
working.
do it. End of the second.
And Starocci's going to win here by a tech fall, 19-3 with a minute and 41 seconds of riding time.
Yeah, Starocci gets the full count, ends up winning by tech fall. I thought he didn't get the full count. Thought he got 3 there instead of 4. And it'll win 19-3, keeping Penn State undefeated so far in the last duel at home.
As we now await the 184 match here at Rec Hall. Just an absolute masterclass there from Starocci. Defeated since Michigan. Let's see what he's got here against Clarion's Austin Chapman.
Yeah, Kerkvliet I got to watch against Iowa, and he got his first career win against Tony Cassiope, the number 3 ranked heavyweight. I'm sure that was a huge win for him and his confidence this season. Immediately off the whistle, blast double, gets the 2. Kerkvliet with a statement.
Austin Chapman back on Friday against West Virginia. Took a fall in the first period very quickly. Greg Kerkvliet going to want to do the exact same thing here if he can get Chapman to his back.
That double leg was flawless. That might be one of the best takedowns of the night other than RBYs. So many takedowns to choose from. It's going to be hard at the end of this match. What's best takedown in the duel?
And with Chapman not really moving now for a couple of seconds, this Rec Hall crowd getting reckless there, shouting stall call.
40 seconds of riding time already as Kerkvliet's up 2-0. Kerkvliet looking to run a half here. Getting deep behind that neck, and Chapman keeps peeling away. Peeling the grip and looking away. Kerkvliet looking for a tilt. No swipes. Body lock tilt at heavyweight is a tough move to hit. Minute plus riding time for Kerkvliet already.
Kerkvliet here going to try and maneuver Austin Chapman in any way he can, but even though Chapman's not moving, doing a great job to keep his ground and not let Kerkvliet tilt him.
Kerkvliet with a mean crossface there. Trying to open up some room for that wrist and half.
Kerkvliet here going to let Chapman up. Yep.
1-2. Gets the escape. Chapman's first points of the match. Now a minute to go in this bout. The first period. Fake from Kerkvliet, nothing. Down block in response from Chapman. Back into the center of the mat. Shot. There it is. The high crotch changes off to the double and finishes through. Another 2. Greg Kerkvliet, 4-1.
Just an absolute excellent shot there from the 2-time All-American Greg Kerkvliet. Now we're in the same situation here with Chapman not doing much.
It was a brutal crossface looking to get something. Now running that power half. Forearm on the back of the head. Nothing yet. Well defended from Chapman as he peels the grip, looks away. Stall warning issued, though. Crowd's been wanting this stall warning for a few years now.
Of course. And you had to wonder when it was coming. It looks like this match is only going to go anywhere if Kerkvliet purposely lets Chapman up at this point.
Short time. That'll do it for the end of the first. Kerkvliet with the absolute dominance and coming off of the whistle. Shooting off of the whistle is always a bold move, but if it works, it works. The double off of the whistle, blasted through, gets his 2. Here we are to start the second.
Kerkvliet going to look over at head coach Cale Sanderson, elect bottom. Try to get in a quick escape point here. And in that first period, you had to think.
Gets his 1.
In that first period, you had to think Kerkvliet just let Chapman up there, maybe just because he was bored, trying to get some more points. Chapman not doing much on bottom.
Yeah, it was a real 50-50 decision on that because he was running the power half at the end of the first period, and then he cuts him early into the first.
Gets another 2 there for the takedown.
7-1 now. 2 minutes 40 of riding time already. I think the most riding time we had tonight was Facundo with 3:25. See if we can get that broken this match. Kerkvliet isolating his left hip. Then let's go with the boot.
Kerkvliet taking a move out of Max Dean's wheelhouse there. Isolating the leg and the hip.
Yeah, being a heavyweight or a 197 and running legs is truly a bold strategy, but if it works, it works. I'm sure Cale Sanderson's teaching him every move in the book, including legs.
And this crowd getting super, super restless here. Just wanting the stall calls, and there it is.
There's the point. I think that was the warning, was it not? Yeah, there's the point. It was already issued at the end of the first period, the stall warning was, and now it gets another point, 8-1 for Kerkvliet, 35 to go. 3 minutes 30 plus of riding time, now the most riding time we've seen tonight.
With just under 25 seconds to go in this second, Kerkvliet seems like he can do whatever he wants at this point.
Yeah, still isolating. Now it's the opposite hip that he was isolating earlier. Short time here to go in the second. Over 4 minutes for the riding time. It's a masterclass here from Kerkvliet to start the third.
And as the last seconds tick off there, 4 minutes and 12 seconds of riding time for Kerkvliet.
Not surprised the stall warning was issued if you look at the clock. Chapman with a fake. Chapman faked that double there, and Kerkvliet stuffed it with the down block. Oh, looking for a head and arm. Gets it. Gets the 2.
Ball here. This crowd.
Looks like he's stuck.
And
Gets the pin. Greg Kerkvliet wins the duel for Penn State as the last minute pin. What a head and arm. What a hip toss. Gets him to his back.
And this duel here at Rec Hall will end with the score. Penn State 40. Clarion Golden Eagles 6.
How about that for the last match?
You had to think there maybe Chapman was just stalling. You know, Keith Ferraro tells him go out there, just wrestle not to get pinned. Ends up happening anyway. Greg Kerkvliet, just an excellent, excellent display of skill there as you see in the replay.
And now the senior Max Dean, NCAA champ from last year, takes the back.
He's going to go up against Clarion's Ty Bagoly here with good counter ability. Going to be interesting to see how he takes on Max Dean.
Dean has 17 falls, hoping he can get 18 to avenge his teammate. Dean on that collar tie from both sides. Dean's known as being a very slow, patient wrestler and gets the takedown when he needs. Coming out of this match, very aggressive, though. Heavy hands in the center. Still working on that right side collar tie. Heavy hands, still center. Dean just waiting for that shot, and he's going to shoot. Near attempted double, then gets behind, switches to the single, reshot. What a scramble was that?
Great defense there from Bagoly.
As well as Dean, too, not to slip up right there. Just gave it to his back. Now back near Kale's corner of the mat. Trying to work center here. Still some heavy hands on this outside of the mat. Shot. Nothing. Reshot. Looking to finish this double leg. Gets the 2. Max Dean with the first takedown of the match. Minute 30 to go.
Max Dean doing everything in his power. Finally gets Ty Bagoly down on the mat.
Max Dean with the left side boot, isolating the left hip. Bagoly. Possibly looking to run a power half with that boot in. Looking for it. Just deep in on that other side, the opposite side shoulder. Now looking for the wrist in half. Still with the boot in, isolating that hip. Dean heavy on top. Some cross facing on top. Under a minute to go in this first.
Ty Bagoly gonna have to pull out some kind of move out of his arsenal. If not, he's gonna get a stall.
It's an unfortunate spot to be in. You can't move your left leg, and you have the right side shoulder being completely torqued the other side. It's a tough spot for Bagoly. 35 to go here.
Bagoly trying to reach the left knee of Max Dean.
Dean looking for a possible cradle right there. Still breaking him down with that boot in, isolating that hip. He's not able to stand up because he doesn't have that leg, and the stalemate is called.
The crowd not liking the stalemate call there, as Max Dean could have just looked to ride out this first period.
Dean heavy on top here. Short time in this first. It's the same position they were just in, except the stalemate was called, even though it looked like Dean was working. Got a better angle from the mat side, though. Minute 30 of riding time, and no stall warning issued yet. 2-0 going into the second. Dean looking to get a win in his last match here at Rec Hall as he takes bottom.
Ty Bagoly gonna elect the top, see if he can do to Max Dean what Max Dean just did to him and ride him out.
Tries to put a boot in, doesn't get it. Dean knee slides right back to his feet. 3-0, gets the escape.
Ty Bagoly last season was Clarion's heavyweight, so this is a new weight class for him this season, but he's had all season to get used to it. But Max Dean just absolute dominance.
Gets the 2. It was a nice takedown. Started from the high crotch, finishes to the double, change off double, gets his takedown, 5-0. First points of the match for Bagoly, gets his escape. Dean up 4. Dean with the fake shot and the down block from Bagoly. Minute to go, back in the center. Stall warning issued for red. Dean heavy on that overhook, and then the collar tie. Back to the low single. Attempted shot here. Wizard put in for Bagoly, trying to defend. Dean isolating that hip. Gets the 2. Takedown for Dean. 7-1. Yeah, as I mentioned before this match, Dean's patience will win him the match as always, and just waiting for that takedown to be there, and when it's there, he finishes.
It was, and unlike Max Dean, normally does not come out of the gates to start that hot, but
very true.
Taking the advantage here over Ty Bagoly.
I wonder if it being his last ever home match has given him some extra motive.
It has to. When you're an athlete for so long, this being your last collegiate match, you're going to want to prove something here to your home crowd.
I'm sure the NCAA title proved it as well, too. Clarion takes neutral there.
So Max Dean undefeated this season since Oregon State. That's back on December 11th. And we're going to get a quick start to this third period.
Yeah, Bagoly's deep in on that single. Dean's fighting, though, heavy on top, looking for a body lock to not give up anything. Puts in the whizzer. Granby rolls, gives up the 2. And that's the unfortunate issue with the Granby roll. It's 50-50. Either you get out of it or you're going to give up your back. Dean gets right back up, though. 7-3. Dean still up 4. Bagoly with a boot in.
Ty Bagoly finishing in 3rd place at the 2022 MAC Championship last year. Trying to see if he can claw back at Max Dean and get some
Out of
points.
bounds. Yeah, Bagoly, an aggressive wrestler, and the gas tank clearly evident here as he's still fighting at the start of this third, or halfway through this third. Dean takes bottom. Gets the escape after him cutting. 8-3. Dean taking his time, stalking in on that collar tie. Right side collar tie, left side underhook. Now they break. Heavy hands in the center.
Dean slowing the pace back down, being methodical, deciding which move he's going to pull out next.
Dean taking his time there. Back on that collar tie again. Hanging in on that collar tie there. Attempted shot, down block, nothing. Deep shot by Bagoly. Dean fighting, holding that body lock on the right side of the far ankle. No 2. Bagoly looking to hit an Iranian here with 1 up, 1 down. Dean's too heavy on that head. He can't get it going. No 2.
Almost gets the takedown, and then he
There it
does.
is. There's the reversal for Bagoly. 8-5 as 9 seconds to go. Dean's still up in the match. Looking like he's going to close out this one after giving up a takedown at the end, though.
And he will also get that extra riding time point. Excuse me. Max Dean is going to walk away with this one with a 9-5 victory.
And Max Dean wins his final match in the Rec Hall as a winner by decision, 8-5.